No.
Hello. All right, so we'll wait just a second and see if anyone's going to jump in here with us. And if you are jumping in, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to our second episode of Chance Chat. I'm Chels.
I'm Quartz.
And we have a special guest here today. This is Jessica of Happily Hughes.
Hi everyone, so excited to be here.
So that is Happily Hughes on Instagram and on Facebook as well, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so she is a blogger here in the Alpharetta area. And let's go ahead and get this champagne popping.
Good job.
Is that how everyone reacts?
Okay.
Yes.
No confetti this time.
No.
If you look at the carpet, there's actually still confetti in it from the last time that we did this.
Maybe TMI, but in the interest of full disclosure, we both got home and texted each other like, there was confetti in my bra.
Yeah, there was confetti everywhere.
There's also somehow confetti on like my kitchen floor.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it fell out of my bra while I was in it. I don't know.
Who knows where it's from?
Yes, I feel like it will haunt us forever at this rate.
Not on the fur, not on the fur.
It's good. Okay.
We got 2 out of 3. If she wasn't here, then we'd be good to go.
I know.
It's my fault actually.
Just
So
ruined it
I'm
all.
not gonna take a sip yet.
I got overconfident because the first ones didn't get
Yeah,
close. Yeah.
And she's like, let me get a little more in there.
These glasses are
So
so
unusual, I know.
Okay.
Okay, cheers. Okay, so this episode, we had said last episode was going to be kind of a catch-all, an introduction to what we're doing here every month when we go live. This episode, we're going to talk about Anderson's membership programs. Now, this is not by any means like you have to use Anderson or whatever. We really want to be here to inform you just about how to take care of yourself, how to keep your face looking young, how to, age with grace, honestly. And, it's okay if you want to do something to yourself that you just think you'll like better. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be for anyone or anything else except like, hey, I want bigger lips, so boom. But we do want to talk about the new membership program because we're just launching it, and actually Jessica got like a sneak peek consultation. But first of all, everyone who comes on here kind of signs, not technically signs, but like verbally, we're like, hey, are you cool with this? And they're like, yeah. We've kind of disclosed to you in our last episode everything that we've had done in court, everything on our faces, and we always say that there are 3 reasons. We'll kind of rehash this why someone would get a procedure done on their face, like aesthetically. One of those is corrective because I explained last time I have a lot of scar tissue on the side of my face, so I've been just working on correcting the symmetry in my face. The other 2 are
preventative, which is why I get Botox because I don't want to have those really deep lines as I get older. And then the third one is just cosmetic because you want to. Which, as good of reason as any.
So your intro is going to be tell us what you've gotten done and why.
I'm so excited to share all the things I've done to my face. Okay, so I have gotten filler in my cheekbones. I've gotten filler in my lips. I've gotten Botox since I was 28, so for the past 2 years. I've gotten facials. I've gotten microblading, and I've gotten my lips tattooed. I think that's it. Is that it?
That sounds right.
I think that's everything.
Yeah. Yeah, if she thinks of something else, she'll let you know.
Throw it in.
Yeah. I think that's everything I've had done.
So a lot of those, they're mostly preventative that you're doing and cosmetic. You didn't really have any like corrective stuff to do so much.
Not yet, but I'm going to get it at Anderson, some corrective measures, which
okay.
I'm sure we'll talk about later.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things I think, because I don't work for Anderson, Courtney does, she does not. I am a photographer, full disclosure, and I do shoot Anderson's corporate and commercial stuff, but that is like my only link here, and I use their services. So I think my biggest thing going into having aesthetic procedures done is it's really confusing, like what do I need to have done? My skin's not like your skin, and it's not like your skin, so what do I we had a phone call coming. You're so popular.
So, yeah.
So what Anderson is introducing is a membership program so that you can come in and have a professional be like, these are all the things I suggest. What would you like to do? And then all you have to do is show up when your appointment time is, right?
We're trying to really make it easy because there's so many options, and then different places call the same procedure by different names, and it's a little overwhelming. Like even like I work here, and it's still sometimes it's a lot of information to process, and then you add in products, and you're just like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
So that's one reason why, whether you come here or you have another esthetician or a spa somewhere, we think it's really important that you find a place that's like home. And then you go to that person, not hop around for a facial here and something over there. Because when you find an esthetician or like a spa home, then those people know your skin. They know how your skin reacts. They know what you've had done in the past, how you reacted, if that was, if you got really great results, if it was underwhelming, let's not do that again, let's look for something else. But unless you see somebody regularly, they're not going to have that information. So it makes it really hard for your esthetician to recommend the best services or the best products if they've only seen you one time and you don't go through the history of everything you've ever had done and how you felt about it and if it was good or not. So it's really important to find somebody, go to them so that they get to know you, your skin, what you like, what you don't like, so that you really can get the most out of those treatments that you're having done.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what is the structure? We'll get into some of the, I guess, more boring details, but they're important details. If when you're paying for something, you want these details. So how is it structured when you sign up for the program and you come in for your first consultation and they're telling you, okay, I'd like to have this done, etc. How does that process look? And most importantly, what are the payment options? How does that work?
So again, we're trying to make it really easy for people to get these treatments that they want. I know for some people, some of the treatments can be a little pricey, and that's a good bit of money that you have to contemplate spending all at once. So that's, that is a real life consideration for lots of people. So what we do is we make it really easy. You come in for a consultation, you meet with our estheticians, you talk to them about this, and that bother me. I don't like this. You tell them, I'd really like to try microneedling, or I'd like to try Botox. Or you could tell them, I'm terrified of needles. I don't want to do microneedling. I don't want to have any Botox. It makes me uncomfortable. So then they'll just take those things off the table. So they'll work with you to come up with a year-long treatment plan. Because also lots of treatments, you get better results if you do things in a specific order. If you want to do these 3 things, this one needs to be the first one, then do this one. So they'll work with you to come up with all of that, come up with a plan for you. And then we'll know what it is that you need, when you need to have it done. We'll call you to make an appointment, make it super easy for you. And then we just take that amount and then split it over 12 monthly payments, just like a gym membership or something. That way it's not a huge chunk. Maybe right before the holidays, you want to get some filler or some stuff done, but you have, holidays and parties and gifts, but you want to look good, so you have to kind of decide. So this way it just makes it easier, and then you're really going to get the best results.
And if you fail to plan, then you fail to succeed, or something like that. I don't know the exact
exactly. But
it makes sense.
What
I said makes sense.
You gotta have a plan.
Yeah,
to be
you gotta
awesome.
have a plan. So that's the idea, is that we're planning this out, so you know what's coming. You know, okay, I'm gonna have to go in twice a month according to like my plan and my goals. So I know I'll have 2 appointments a month. I know this much is coming out of my checking account, and it's done. And
even if you're just coming in for facials, you don't want anything super invasive, no filler, no needles. You just want to come in for facials. You're gonna get a better result because you're on a schedule to have it done regularly.
You're being consistent.
When people see like celebrities, like Christy Brinkley is such a good example. She is 64. Amazing. Like I feel like she's probably prettier than I am now. But that's not. That she has a regular skincare routine, regular stuff that she constantly does for her face. She doesn't wait until she's like, oh my god.
You guys, we're literally half her age.
I know.
Holy cannoli.
Literally. Yeah, and that's
she looks
because she's been
amazing,
doing.
but it's something that
this
she's always
consistently.
working on it. She's always, it's not, she doesn't come once or twice a year and get a facial, which if you want to treat yourself, that's awesome. Do it. Come, we'll treat you like
but you
a
aren't
princess.
going to get those results. Because I think I feel the same way, like, this is kind of a metaphor for me. Like, with massages, I don't go into a massage place and be like, okay, just make me feel good for like 30 minutes. I'm like, get in there, get it all out. Like, I want it to actually do something. And I want to have a physical result from it. So I think that's the idea of, like, if you come for a facial twice a year, like, do whatever you want to do, but that's just going to come and be like a nice pampering day. It's not going to actually have a lasting result on your skin and its elasticity and its acne and everything that you would want to address with your skin. It has to have that consistency. It's the same thing with like running a business. You have to be consistent. With being a parent, you have to be consistent. Consistency is everything all the time. Yes, please.
Yeah.
She is on it.
Right?
Yeah, she saw.
The champagne mistress.
This is literally like half of what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it's chat. Like, we drink champagne and we chat, so that's what we're doing.
Can't chat without the champagne.
Exactly. I'm gonna come back to remind me to ask you about like the perks of doing the membership program versus. But I wanted to come to you, Jess, and ask you. There is a cork on the floor. Like, it just keeps distracting me. No wonder where my son gets his ADD. So I wanted to ask you, so you came in for, I guess this is the first ever consultation for the membership program, inaugural.
Yeah.
So when you came in, and this won't be the same for you, anyone listening, this is specific to Jess, but just so that you can kind of get an idea of how the process works, it's super not scary at all.
No, it's fun, actually. It's really
And
fun.
Donna are both fantastic.
They're amazing. So I've been coming to Anderson for, what, about 5 months now?
Yeah, I guess
And
so.
I'm never going anywhere else. The women here have just won my heart over. They have the best. They make you so excited to take care of your skin. They're so passionate about making you like feel beautiful. It's amazing. So the consultation was actually a blast. I did it with Donna. And we sat down and we talked about the problems that I'm having with my skin, if there's anything that I don't want to do, which me personally, like, do whatever you want. Just make my skin glow. I want to look beautiful. Like, just make me feel good. So we sat down and we went over a whole treatment plan. So Donna recommended skincare. She recommended facial. She recommended everything. So for me personally, I have 2 corrective issues that we're going to work on. So I've got some bad scars on my body that we're going to laser. And then I've got, I know a lot of moms out there will understand this, I've got melasma, which is brown spots on my face from hormones. And they're getting actually pretty bad. So we're going to Fraxel laser those. So we put that in my plan. And then we're going to do fire and ice facials once a month for the whole year. And then, of course, filler and Botox because I'm obsessed. I think that's everything we've talked about so far. Yeah. But it made me so excited because I had a year-long plan. I knew my skin was going to look fantastic. And this is something I can continue to do and continue to make me look and feel like my best self.
And you know what you're getting into. I think one of the things is I've asked before coming in and been like, well, I want to get microneedling done because I know enough about it now because I've talked with them about it. But I also want to get like the facial laser tightening done, and these are not official names. This is just facial laser.
If you call it saying that, we totally got you. We'll know what that means.
And then they're like, okay, well, you can't do this after this. You need to have this much time in between. So that just take the guesswork out of that and the stress off of me being like, well, can I do this yet? When can I do this? They're going to set it up. They're going to structure it and say, okay, you can do this. And because you waited 2 weeks, then we can do this one, et cetera. And it's going to fall like that. A totally random thing. I know we talked about the things that you get done, how some of them are mostly cosmetic. But then there is the cheek fillers. I had not heard of this until you started doing it, but I know that you get your cheek fillers because when you lose weight, you're one of the people that loses weight from your face like first.
So then I look like really drawn and it's not a good look.
So it's really like I don't have that issue. I don't lose weight from my face first. I still look like baby face. Just press the button if it move forward. Yep, that one. And it should start again. Is there a red dot? Perfect. Okay. We are actually recording this for the website as well, so we have like my pro camera setup over there. We're just
all kinds of things happening.
Technical issues. Everything's happening right now. You have no idea what's going on in our heads. We're hot messes. But I don't lose weight in my face very quickly. She does. And so that's a way of very subtly, she fills in right here, and it just gives her face more shape as she becomes thinner in the face. Yeah.
And then the other thing about fillers, and you can tell me if I'm wrong here, but it does produce collagen, so then you have this beautiful glow afterwards.
Oh, it really does.
Let me tell you, I got fillers in my cheeks yesterday.
And you are glowing.
If you notice an extra glow, it's because of the collagen that's produced after getting the fillers put in your cheeks. So you have more fullness in your cheekbones, and then you're also glowing at the same time, so your skin looks fantastic.
So on a technical note, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is how it is. Basically, you are triggering a trauma response from your skin. So basically, it produces collagen because your body's like, wait, what is this? I need to make more collagen. And it responds to that. So all of the procedures that you do, the reason microneedling would be is because you're traumatizing. I use that word because it's the technical term for it. It's not really traumatic to you, but to your skin is like, oh, I need to produce more collagen to fill in this trauma that's being done to my skin.
So with microneedling, there are micro injuries. So, but your body freaks out and it's like, oh my God, I've got to go and repair. So you amp up your cellular turnover, you start making more collagen and more elastin. And there's lots of treatments that do that. Some of the laser treatments will do that. The tincture skin tightening treatment will do that. Microneedling.
We didn't talk about
this magic. But you're gonna add that.
Add that to the plan.
But I think that's what I want to point out, though, is like we're doing this. We're saying, okay, let's do all this stuff to my face, right? But it's all actually really healthy. It is on the base level. It is triggering your systems within your body to work for themselves. And it's the same thing as like working on a muscle. You get your skin working out its collagen production and everything, then it's going to be better at doing that.
Right.
So you're doing something for your actual skin health when you do these procedures.
And then, so two things that you made me think of. One is we also do a thing called liquid gold. You can either have
Why does that sound so
fancy. So you can either have a liquid gold facial, which is where actually what it is, it's your platelet-rich plasma in your blood. So we draw your blood, we put it in a magic machine. It's really just a centrifuge, but it separates out like the parts of your blood. And then if you're doing the liquid gold facial, we apply it topically while we're microneedling.
So it goes in.
So it soaks in. It's like aerating your lawn before you fertilize it. You make little holes.
And then
soaks down better.
Oh,
But you also can do it as an injectable. So you can combine it with your filler to really amp up. So you get the immediate gratification of filler. So you get that fullness.
We're speaking my language right now.
But then all of that good stuff is really working inside to get you a long-term, a better long-term result. If you get more collagen synthesis, more of those things happening. If you're somebody who has not, you're not ready to make that leap into fillers, but say you have like a wedding or a 10-year reunion, or you have something big coming up, then we can do just the liquid gold injections as like a faux filler. They're not gonna, right? So they're not gonna last as long as like one of your like traditional like hyaluronic acid based fillers.
That's just using your body's natural materials.
But you're gonna get some temporary plumping, your lips, fine lines, wrinkles. So you can either do it alone or you can combine it with any of the other fillers to get an even better better result.
This is like another thing that you can just, when you come in for your consultation, just say, hey, I heard about that. Would that work for me? Tell me the benefits of it versus this. So that's what the consultation is for. And I know you said that was like a really fun process.
It was really fun.
And it is one of those things I think where you just get to be like, okay, look, I trust you. You're the expert. This is all my stuff. Fix it for me. And they get to like just tell you, and you learn stuff, and you're like, okay, that sounds good for me. That doesn't sound so good for me. And you create this plan. I wanted to get back to, because as we drink more Prosecco, we're gonna be a little more like all over the place. Let's be honest. I want to get back to the benefits. Like obviously there are benefits intrinsic in the membership plan, just in the fact that you know what you're doing.
Mhm.
They're planning it out for you. It's no stress on you. You have your monthly payments are even and steady, and you know what's coming up. But there are like some like perk levels, right?
Yep, absolutely. So we have kind of 3 different levels depending on what services you want to include in your package. And then it kind of just depends on what you need, what you're looking for, what your goals are. But you get discounts on services. So the amount that you're going to be paying in a membership plan is less than what you would pay if you just came in. If Jessica just came in once a month and got a Fire and Ice facial,
That's my favorite.
like it is magic.
Okay. Get it. If that's the only thing that you do,
It smells so good too. Like it's like aromatherapy.
I was like, babe, smell my face. I'm like, it smells so good. But it still smells good a week later. No, it seriously the greatest facial I've had, and that's saying a lot because I've done a lot. But my skin, magic. It's magic.
So even if the only thing that she wanted to do
was
get a Fire and Ice facial once a month, no Botox, no filler, no lasers, nothing, just that facial. If you just commit to a membership
for 12 months,
it's
12
less
facials.
than if you called and made an appointment once a month and paid for it. So we give you a discount on service. You also get a discount on all of our retail. And home care products are really important because you come here maybe one day a month. So that means there's 29, 30 days a month you're at home, not here for us to help you. So it's really important to get the maximum effectiveness out of your treatments. What you're paying for us to do for you is by using good products at home.
Yes.
Right.
So you get a discount on all of your home care products, and that is also something the estheticians will totally talk with you about. They'll make a recommendation for like, don't use that, you're too sensitive, or you have this other issue, you need this. So they'll make recommendations for you. If you take something home and you don't like it, you're like, it smells awful or it feels gross, which I don't think really we have anything that does, because I have them like all in my bathroom. But call us back. We'll fix it and make it right. Like, we want you to be happy and we want you to use the products. But
because the thing is consistency. Like even in your home care products, you want your client to be consistent in use, twice a day, one time a day, whatever they're supposed to be doing, because that is going to be the maximum benefit. And I know that just talking to like the girls up here, everyone is just super happy when you're super happy with yourself.
They're so passionate about like you loving your skin.
Right.
So I can speak to that as a customer. So when I came in, Donna was like, you know what's going on? And I'm like, listen, I'm getting these hormonal breakouts and it is driving me crazy. She's like, well, you need this face cleanser, you need this retinol cream, and you need this eye cream. The eye cream you're using is causing like irritation. So I listened to her and I bought it, and my skin looks so good. And like I can see a huge difference. And both the women here, Anne and Donna, they know their stuff. They both have been doing this for how long?
oh my god, like
30 years,
like
25,
like over
both of them.
like almost 20-ish. Like, I mean,
so
a
probably
really
between them like half a century.
Yeah,
of
really,
skin.
They
a really
know a
long
lot
time.
more than I do, that's for sure.
Right.
And they made amazing recommendations for my skin. So.
And with the membership program,
you get
those
discount.
products
so
are
you get a
discounted
discount on
for
those
you.
products, and then we also give you birthday month gifts.
Yeah. She's like, sign me up right now.
So you can get all kinds of like goodies on your birthday, and then also sometimes we have stuff that is like limited edition, like stuff. And so you have the first chance to like buy that stuff. A really good example, since it seems far away, but like Christmas will be here in 5 minutes. If you're like as organized and on top of everything and plan more than 5 minutes out like me. So like it will be the 20th and you'll be like, oh my god, I need like a whole list of gifts, right? So lots of our vendors do these really cute for example, Farmhouse Fresh. Super awesome gift things, because it's very friendly. They feel so good. They smell so good. Like everybody just wants to eat them. So they make awesome gifts for people that maybe you don't know all the details about their skin. But they do these really adorable little like gift packages and stuff. So members get some of those things, because they're limited in how many we can get. So members get to get those.
Like first steps.
Yeah. So basically you get treated like a celebrity and then look like a celebrity forever.
Exactly. That's our goal.
The idea.
Yes. And then you get like samples and like kind of little goodies when you extra stuff when you come in. So.
And again, We love it here at Anderson. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I wouldn't go anywhere else at this point because I've been to at least 2 other places and was not entirely happy in here. I'm just like, I am completely trusting. I don't feel vulnerable at all saying, do whatever. I know you'll take care of me. But we just want to make sure that wherever you are, if you're in Minnesota, you can't come to us.
Mm-hmm.
So we just want to make sure that you have the knowledge and you're able to say, okay, this is what is available out there, so let me look for the right procedure for me.
I think that's super important too, not just like the right procedure, but finding the right place that's a good fit where, you know, you need to feel comfortable, you need to trust the providers so that you trust their recommendations, because if you don't completely trust them, they're like, oh, get this, you're gonna be like, I don't know about that.
You're just trying to take my money, aren't you?
Right, so like find an esthetician, find a spa that's your home spa, go there so they know your history, you can build a relationship with them, you can trust them so that then when they make either service or product recommendations, you know that they have your best interests at heart and you're gonna get the best possible results.
I will actually share something with you. I think it was Anne that I was with, and the cool thing with like Anne and Donna is they have like a shared space in between their 2 rooms, and they like talk a lot. So it's almost like you don't have to be with Anne every single time. If you're with Donna, you know that they've talked to each other and been like, hey, remember her skin is sensitive over here on the cheeks because of whatever. But I was talking with one of them one day, and they were recommending some home care products, and I felt very comfortable in being honest and being like, okay, but like how much is that? Because that sounds kind of expensive and it's kind of not in the budget this month. And she's like, okay, no problem. So it's this much, but it'll be like a lesser kind of result, kind of the same thing, just not as intense. If you want to do this one, that's totally fine. And they're not judgmental about the fact that, okay, I've already spent this much on procedures, I don't have it to buy this home care stuff, and they're gonna work with you and they'll just be honest with you. So I love that I like feel that comfort level with someone who's, you know, not a part of my family, because I don't discuss money with people. But with them, I'm able to really like look.
And for the majority of people, like, I mean, there's some people that just don't care, whatever. I'm good with that.
I like
but, I mean, like, I want to be one of those people when I grow up. I'm not now. So, like, yeah, you're like, oh, that sounds awesome. But how much is it? So, like,
you don't ever feel pressured being like, okay, they're just going to push this on the table and I'm going to have to take it. You know?
The best results for you. But we also realize that, like, there are other things happening in your life besides your skincare. For most people, unless you're just like a supermodel, and that's, you know, they just shoot pictures of your face all day, every day, and that's all you do.
And that's your job.
You know, most people have, you know, like they need to work it into a budget. And then also for lots of people, not just the budget part, but like the time part. Like I work full time and I have a toddler, so I need to be able to do whatever it is I'm doing fairly quickly, or else it's probably not going to happen most days. So they can, you know, right. So they're like, oh, you can do this, you know, this thing once a week for, you know, a mask for 30 minutes. Well, maybe like 30 minutes. Are you kidding me?
I would rather be sleeping.
Who has 30 minutes? Right. So maybe that's not the best fit. Even if it's an awesome product, maybe that's not the best fit for you. So maybe what you need is something that you can do really quickly in the shower, still get some exfoliation, but it takes 2 minutes every day versus 30 or 40 once a month. So those things too are serious considerations. You need to make sure it works in your budget. It works in your schedule. It works in your real life.
And that is really the thing I think with the membership program, is that you are getting really intimate with your customers and being like, look, what works for you? Because I think everyone, like I said, is very passionate here. And so when you come and you say, hey, I want to take care of my skin, they're going to do everything in their power to make that work in your lifestyle, in your budget, and just to make you happy with what you see in the mirror every day, and make sure that you're aging well and taking care of yourself. Like, I know self-care is really like trending right now, but it's true. Like if you don't, it's the same thing as like when you're in an airplane and they're like, okay, so in the event of an emergency, put your own oxygen first before you help anyone else. It's when you take care of yourself emotionally, physically, when you look in the mirror, you're like, you know what? I'm cool with me.
Yeah.
That is when you can help everyone else around you, and that is, I think, what everyone's goal is here. So,
and I think
we're probably over time.
Probably so. And I was gonna say those
I'm
two
3 glasses in,
right.
So that's probably.
But I was gonna say last note is that if there's something like if your lips don't bother you, then don't have filler. Like that's it doesn't matter. But I think that a lot of people sometimes get caught up in like, am I being authentic or am I being fake? But you know, it's not just about like vanity and like, oh, am I the prettiest person that's here? But like there's definitely a correlation that like when you feel good about yourself, when you're not self-conscious about like your skin or like, oh my god, I can't leave the house because I don't have time to put on makeup, I have to do a full face before I can even go to the grocery store. Like when you're comfortable and you feel good about yourself, you project that to other people, and then they're like, oh no, like she's awesome, like she has it together. When you're not comfortable and you are self-conscious, it has a really serious impact on other parts of your life. So it's
your
not
relationships,
just,
for sure.
Yeah, it's not just about like being vain or like, you know, I want to be prettier than somebody else or so and so did this, so I have to do it. Like it's not about that at all. It's just we want you to feel good about you, about yourself, and that is completely different person to person. Like I might be self-conscious about something that I really want to do this, that someone else doesn't even think about it. They never even notice it. They don't care at all, and that's fine. That's totally
absolutely.
Good.
And that's, I think we will sign off with that.
That was perfect.
Honestly, the point is like being confident, doing whatever you can do emotionally to like work through whatever you need to work through in your head. And if there are things that bother you, just like take care of them.
It's so easy now.
You know, like
so
take care of them, take care of yourself, and then you're gonna be able to like really project more positive energy onto your kid and your husband or wife and anyone in your life. You're going to be able to focus more on them and not on, oh my god, I'm not wearing makeup right now, so I'm talking shit. And you're able to have those conversations where you're like, you don't care about you. You feel confident. You're not thinking about your face. You're thinking about like, okay, tell me about you.
Yeah, and I think especially moms, lots of times we're obsessed with like taking pictures of our kids. If anybody like follows me on Instagram, it's just a reel of how adorable my daughter is. That's all.
She is really cute.
Like, but I think a lot of moms miss out on being in pictures.
Yes.
About making those memories and being involved in them, not just behind the camera, because they are self-conscious and they don't want people to take their picture when like you should be there for those moments, be involved, so that when you know your kids are 30, you can look back and you have a picture of you and them. You know,
and that's the thing. Like your kids, they don't care.
Right?
They do not care. They just care that you're their mommy or you're their daddy, and that is it. So you do what you need to do to get yourself out of your own head and feel confident, and then you're able to like really live your life, I think.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right, so cheers to that, ladies.
Cheers.
Signing off.
See you next time.